Today we are going to be looking at areas of parallelograms and triangles. So first let's look at and remind ourselves what the area of a rectangle is. The area of a rectangle is base times height. In an area of a parallelogram, it's the same thing. Area equals base times height. So we're looking at our base, and our height, though, this time, is going to be that 90-degree angle, the perpendicular line from our base. So if we look at the first example, our base is 2.7. And our height, which forms that 90-degree angle, it's the perpendicular line, is 7.6. So to find the area, we can do 2.7 times 7.6, and we get 20.52. And since it's the area, it's going to be centimeters squared. So let's look at this next problem. We need to find the area of a parallelogram, and it has these vertices. So A is at -9, +5. There's A. B is at -8, 10. C is at 0, 10. And D is at -1, 5. So if here is our parallelogram, in order to find the area of it, we need to know the base and the height. So if we just look at the base, we can say, well, our base is from A to D, and that distance is a distance of, if we're at -9, we're going to -1. It's a distance of 8. Then the height, remember, it has to be that perpendicular line 90 degrees from it. So if we use this 90 degree from our base, that height is up 5. So our height is 5. So the area equals 8 times 5, which is 40. And since we don't have specific units, we're going to say it's units squared. And that's our area. So down here, it says, let's find the area of the parallelogram. The area of the parallelogram is 150, so we know what the area is, and we are trying to find the height. So if we know the area is 150, we can plug that in for A. The base is 15, and we don't know what our height is. So when we go to solve this, we can divide both sides by 15. So the height equals 150 divided by 15 is 10. We can't break out our units, so our height is going to be 10 centimeters. Let's look at the area of a triangle. We talked about this earlier. Remember, the area of a triangle is always half of the area of a rectangle. So our area formula is going to be 1/2 base times the height. And the height in this case is still that 90-degree angle, goes from the top of the triangle to the base. So for this, if we're using area equals 1/2 times the base times the height, our base is 2.5, and our height is 7 centimeters. So when we multiply this out, 1/2 times 2.5 times by 7, we end up with 8.75, and again, it's area, so it's centimeters squared. So let's find the area of this one. 1/2 base times the height. Our base is 28, and our height is 7.35. So when we multiply that, we get 102 9/10 yards squared. So let's look at one more example problem. We have a piece of fabric that measures 40 by 38 inches. So that means we have a rectangular piece of fabric that is 40 inches by 38 inches. From that piece, we're going to cut out a triangular scarf, and the height is going to be 27. So that means on my height, coming up here, say it's 27 inches tall, and the base of it is going to be 30 inches. So that means we're cutting out this chunk in here. We want to know how much is left over. So first of all, we can find the area for the large one, which is a rectangle. So we know it's base times height. So it's 40 times by 38. 40 times by 38, we end up with 1,520 inches squared. So then we need to find the area for the triangle of what we want to cut out, which is 1/2 times by the base, which is 30, times by the height, and then it's 27. So area equals 1/2 times 30 times by 27 is 405 inches. So since we know the whole fabric has an area of 1,520 and the triangle has an area of 405, we want to know what's left over. So in this blank space, if we subtract the two numbers, we are left with 1,115 inches squared.